Hi children, welcome to Collective Worship with me, Rob. Let's start with a quiz. Can you guess the job the person is doing as I take a coloured square away? What do you think the job could be? Could it be a policeman, a construction worker, or could it be a lifeguard or an office cleaner? Okay, so you've got to try and think, what do you think the job the person is doing hiding behind these coloured squares? Let's take our first square away. Let's take some more squares away. Let's take some more squares away. And let's take some more squares away. Have you guessed it yet? Let's take all the squares away. And it is a farmer. Wow. Okay, let's see what the second picture could be. What job do you think is hiding behind these squares? Let's take some squares away. Let's take some more squares away. Let's take some more squares away. Have you guessed it yet? Let's take some more squares away. Let's see what else is left. It is, what's the person doing? It is a doctor. It is a doctor. Okay, let's see what you think the third and final one is. Let's take some squares away. Let's take some more squares away. Let's take some more squares away. Let's take some more squares away. What do you think it is? Have you guessed what the job is? Let's have a look. It is a captain of a ship. Wow, it's the captain of a ship. And our song this week is My Lighthouse, linked in with our captain of the ship. He needs to see the lighthouse. And this song talks about Jesus being like a lighthouse. So let's join in.
In my wrestling and in my doubts, in my failures, you won't walk out. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. In the silence, you won't let go. In the questions, your truth will hold. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore. Tomorrow brings. With each morning I'll rise and sing. My God's love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. Oh, you are my light, my lighthouse, shining in the darkness.
Bible story is from the Bible in the book of Luke, chapter 19, about a man named Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus was a tax collector, which meant that he took part of everyone's money and gave it to the Roman government. People didn't like Zacchaeus very much because he was known to be very dishonest. He wasn't very honest. Now one day, Zacchaeus heard that Jesus was nearby teaching. He wanted to get a good look at this man he had heard about. He had heard all about how Jesus healed, loved, and told people all about God. When he arrived, he saw a huge crowd surrounding Jesus. Now, Zacchaeus had a little problem. He was very short. He couldn't see Jesus over all the people. But Zacchaeus had an idea. He found a tree that was nearby and he began to climb it so he could get a better view of Jesus. A pretty smart idea. Don't you love climbing trees? Well, while he was in the tree, Jesus saw him. Jesus called him by name and said, "Zacchaeus, come on down from there. I must come to your house as a guest today." The religious people that were there couldn't believe that Jesus would actually go to Zacchaeus' house. They didn't like Zacchaeus at all because he was a dishonest tax collector. They saw Jesus at Zacchaeus' house and said, "How could Jesus possibly hang out with that man? He's a big sinner. He's very naughty." Jesus was not impressed with the religious people. Jesus says, "I have come to save lost people like Zacchaeus." He was teaching them how we should show love and respect to people like Zacchaeus instead of ignoring them and treating them like they don't even matter. I have a question for you. Who do you think is the most important? Do you think it's your head teacher of your school? Or maybe it's the Prime Minister of our country? Who do you think in these pictures, who do you think has the most important job? Do you think it's the Queen? Do you think it's the recycling team who look after all our rubbish and recycles it to make different things? When Jesus lived on earth as a man, he thought that everyone was important, even a tax collector called Zacchaeus. You know, this week we're thinking about respect. What do you think respect means? This is really helpful to think of respect like this. Respect means you care enough to think about others' feelings before you act. I'm going to say that again. Respect means you care enough to think about other people's feelings before you act. I wonder if we always think about how other people feel before we do something. Let's watch a little video that helps us think a little bit more about this word, respect.
Hello, youngsters. I've got some stories for you, and they all have to do with one word, respect. Well, I was on the playground, and what did I see? Another kid who wanted to use the same monkey bars as me. I wanted to go first, but I said no, after you. Yes, I know respect is the thing to do. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. I always treat my friends like I hope they treat me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Treating everybody respectfully. Well, I walk walked down the hallway, and what did I see? A teacher with quiet students in the classroom next to me. I wanted to be noisy, I had something to say, but I stayed nice and quiet, the respectful way. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. I always treat my friends like I hope they treat me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Treating everybody respectfully. Well, I was doing a puzzle, and what did I see? A kid forgot to clean up. Did the teacher even see? I thought that I'd just leave it there, as messy as could be. But then I thought, clean it up. Respect, you see? R-E-S-P-E-C-T. I always treat my friends like I hope they treat me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Treating everybody respectfully. Last story. Well, I was with my friends, and what did I see? Someone making fun of kids being a big bully. Now I could have joined in too and been really, really mean, but instead I was extremely nice, respectfully. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. I always treat my friends like I hope they treat me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Treating everybody respectfully.
And do you know what happened to Zacchaeus after he spent time with Jesus? Zacchaeus decided to pay back all the money that he stole, that he was dishonest with. He told the truth, and he paid back all the money that he had stolen. Well, let's finish with a prayer. Dear Jesus, thank you that you had time for everyone, for the poor and the rich, for the sick and the well, for the young and old alike. Thank you too that we all matter to you today, and that you love each and every one of us. And everyone said, Amen. Let's all say it together. Amen. Well, that's it for this time, and I'll see you next time for another collective worship with me, Rob. I'll see you next time. Bye.